Paramount buys the Free Press, ushering a new era of CBS News. And this is with Bari Weiss. Rob, I think you got a clip on this one here if you want to pull up. So Bari Weiss, everybody's going back and forth. Is this really going to happen? Is the purchase going to take place? But the announcement's been made. Here you go, Rob. Go for it.
CBS News has a new editor-in-chief today, and that has attracted some attention in journalism circles. She's Bari Weiss, who's the founder of a very successful website called The Free Press. She started The Free Press about 5 years ago after leaving as an opinion editor at the New York Times, complaining that some people there were angry at her because she didn't necessarily always reflect a liberal point of view there. She has crusaded against anti-woke culture at The Free Press. Her hiring at CBS has led some people to wonder if it's a friendly move in the direction of President Donald Trump. But CBS, in her hiring, says that they are trying to get at a more fair and balanced approach in its journalism and not always be enthralled to orthodoxies of both sides. Weiss began her job today at CBS News and wrote a memo to her new staff members saying she believes in these same core journalism philosophies that most of them have.
Tom, thoughts on this?
Well, what most people don't remember was that there was a time in America, if you look back in history, where there was a very trusted news voice. And he was on CBS, and people tuned in to hear what he was saying. He looked like a kind old uncle or a young grandfather, and his name was Walter Cronkite. And at that time, people had a degree of trust. What is Uncle Walter going to say tonight? And that was CBS. And it used to be called the Tiffany Network back in the day. And there's a tremendous history with it. And my, how far it has fallen. It is dead last. I mean, it's not just last. It's last by a lot. When you look at the Q3 YouTube views for people on the YouTube platform going to these brands to get their news, it is dead last. And they need a Hail Mary. And they also just got bought because the Ellisons and the Skydance transaction now own it. And so Bari Weiss is going to report directly to David Ellison, who's hired her. And
David Ellison's the CEO of Skydance and Paramount. So
correct. And that's Ellison's son, who is spearheading the investment, the acquisition is made. But also, she's going to be right next to sidelines with a guy named Tom Sabrowski, who is a very liberal president of CBS News. And I don't know how liberal. I'll just say he is written as the very liberal president of CBS News. How this is going to work, that she is, I always look at it this way. You have a big mug of hot coffee. You drop one ice cube in it, you just drop it a couple degrees. And I kind of feel like that's kind of what they're doing here, dropping Bari Weiss in. It feels to me a little bit like a Hail Mary or a real attempt, unless there is a wholesale change for some true moderate thinkers, and good luck finding a large batch of moderate thinkers that you could sweep into CBS News.
And remember, by the way, those numbers that we showed a couple of days ago, Rob, of the media company, where did CBS rank on YouTube views the last quarter? If you go to it, we shared this a couple of days ago. I think CBS was the last on that entire list.
It was.
Yeah, CBS was last on that entire list.
Not just last. Go look at last in their numbers.
So and you brought this up. You said maybe this is the reason why they are getting a Bari Weiss, to get somebody younger that knows how to get these eyeballs. And Bari Weiss maybe used this as a negotiation to say, if you want me, you have to pay $150 million right there. CBS News was last at 163 million views. Then it's ABS 359. Then it's NBC 424.
Not even half of ABC.
That is pretty wild how bad it is. So, and we had 692 million views between Valuetainment and PBD Podcast last quarter. That's 4xing, more than 4xing what CBS did the last quarter. So good move, bad move, buying the Free Press.
Hail Mary, I agree with Tom. So Bari Weiss started her career at New York Times, and she was perceived as left of center, and then she tried to push to the middle, trying to report fairly on Trump and whatnot. Felt unwelcomed at New York Times. She goes off on her own, puts together the Free Press. She's a wildly talented reporter. She's brilliant. She's a great writer. And to sell her Free Press, which she built from the ground up that quickly, it was probably only, 2 years or so?
5 years, yeah.
Oh, 5 years? Okay, well, she started with a Substack, I think. Or she built her audience, but a quick turnaround to make 150 large. Here's the question, though. So she gets dropped into CBS News. CBS is one of the broadcast networks that are clearly leaning left. I used to work at a Sinclair, which owned 200 stations across the country, separate stations, ABC, NBC, CBS, a couple of Foxes and a few CNNs, every news director, with the vast majority of news directors, are left-leaning people. So she's going to get dropped into CBS, which has maybe 1,000 affiliates or so, and change the whole dynamic, maybe. But I just found out that Trump is right now in talks with CBS to do a sit-down with 60 Minutes, which, if you remember, in 2020, Leslie Stahl, basically called him out live on 60 Minutes, saying that the Hunter Biden laptop story was misinformation, Russian disinformation. He was livid. I interviewed him right after, Patrick, right after he left. Leslie Stahl, I was at the White House, was doing a town hall, and he was lit up, pissed off. I mean, it was supposed to be an hour town hall. About 20 minutes into it, he leans on a commercial break. He's like, "I'm going to go." I'm like, "Mr. President, could you just?" We blocked an hour for it. To his credit, he finished the full hour, but he was lit up. He's never forgotten that. He's sued CBS, sued 60 Minutes, and now they're in talks to have a sit down with Trump. Maybe because
who will be doing it? Will it be Leslie Stahl?
Probably not.
She's 78. I think. Rob, how old is Leslie Stahl?
I don't think he wants to sit with. He was batshit.
I actually would think he would want to sit with her.
My point is maybe Bari Weiss greased the table. So
I see what you're saying.
To get Trump in
to create an opening to go there. Brandon, your thoughts on this?
Yeah, so I think we're missing one of the scariest parts of this. So I think that the kid here, Larry Ellison's kid, is somebody we have to keep an eye on over the next couple of years. Because think about the power of I guess, Oracle and Skydance now. So Larry Ellison gives his son the money for Skydance, and Skydance goes and gets Paramount and CBS, and now Oracle is getting TikTok. So, Larry Ellison's 83, I think. So he's, I don't know, say he has 10 years left. His kid's going to have all those media assets like when Larry Ellison's gone. And Larry Ellison, sorry, he doesn't give me the best vibes when he's somebody who gleefully talks about how his employees have to wear body cameras, and they're always recording, even when they're in the bathroom or on lunch. They're always recording in case they need to access that information. And he talks about a future where everything's being recorded all the time. And
can you pull up that video? Actually, there's a video of him saying that in an interview. Please continue.
Yeah, and so I just think it's something to keep an eye on, that people that think this way have so much control over media assets that shape the youth and the old people. Because, CBS, Paramount's more old people, TikTok's the youth. So they are kind of hitting it from every angle.
Or kind of like Lachlan Murdoch. He's not the old man, and we don't really know what we're getting yet.
Right.
But we can see it changing.
Right. So, yeah, the kid here is somebody to definitely pay attention to and keep an eye on. I don't know too much about him. I know that Larry Ellison creeped me out a lot when he says things like this. If Rob's
Do you have it, Rob?
I'm looking right now.
Yeah, it's actually not. It's all over YouTube. But anyways, yeah. So, look, I mean, there's no question Larry Ellison's son's going to be a power player on the opposing side, just the same way as Alex Soros is going to be a power player on the other side. This is kind of what happens when generational wealth and influence passes to the next person, and what that other person is going to be doing. We may every year in December we rank the top 50 power players in media every year. We make this, and it's based on a very interesting ranking. Takes us few days to do it. It's not something that we do within 5 minutes or 5 hours. Takes a long time to do. It's a golf score, all this other stuff that we do. And what's one of the things that we look at when we give people a power player last name that's even higher? It's based on how many kids they have that they're going to pass down the influence that they currently have. Does that make sense? You have to kind of look and see, like some of the people don't have kids.
Right.
You got some guys that are super wealthy, but they don't have any kids. And some of the guys do have kids. Some of them have young girls that just want to get into art. I think Bezos' kids, if you go to Jeff Bezos' kids, I want to say he's got 3 sons and 1 adopted daughter. Yeah, I don't know who it was that they only had girls and they were only in art and had no interest in business. But you have to look at it.
Sanchez's kids, maybe?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know which one it was. But play that clip by Larry Ellison, and let's see what he has to say here. Go for it.
The police will be on their best behavior because we're constantly recording, watching and recording everything that's going on. Citizens will be on their best behavior because we're constantly recording and reporting everything that's going on. And it's unimpeachable. The cars have cameras on them. I think we have a squad car here someplace. But those kind of applications using AI, if we can use AI, and we're using AI to monitor the video. So if that altercation that occurred in Memphis, the chief of police would be immediately notified. It's not people that are looking at those cameras, it's AI that's looking at the camera. No, you can't do this. It would be like a shooting. That's going to be immediately,
Does he talk about it at his workplace, Rob, or no?
I'm not sure, Brandon.
Alarm's going to go
Oh,
off.
okay.
It's going to be, and we're going to
Fast forward a little bit to see if he says it.
Okay.
All right. So I think in one of the things he did say that you're working and you're doing the kind of stuff that you're doing. You know what this reminds me? You ever seen the movie Horrible Bosses?
Yeah.
You remember at the end how Kevin Spacey gets caught? While the car, what's the car that talks to somebody? And is it Sirius XM? No, it's not. What is it when the car
OnStar?
OnStar. So Kevin Spacey's saying what he's saying, and OnStar is recording the whole thing, and he's like, "We heard everything you had to say. Here's what you had to say. You are under arrest." And the cop shows up and the whole nine. So I don't know. Believe it or not, some people afford it. This creeps me out for somebody to be able to watch every single thing that you're doing. But, Palantir, some of these guys, we had a guy on that he can detect anybody, where they're from based on the camera. They put the camera on you. You're from here, you're from there. So we're headed in that direction. Mm-hmm. This is how the government decides to use this. When back in the days, TSA was trying to do it, and you look at the history of the CIA funding Palantir, CIA wanting to do it themselves, and then Palantir's like, we'll do it ourselves. And then gradually within 23, 24 years, there are a lot of people that are uncomfortable, but the average Joe is like, well, if we can get the criminal like this is awesome, right? We'll see. We'll see what's going to happen.
In the name of safety, freedom was lost.
That's right. In the name of safety, freedom is lost. Gang, before we get into it, two things. Number one, see this shirt I'm wearing with the Valuetainment logo here and the future looks bright? I have probably 30 shirts in my closet. My wife says, babe, these shirts are my favorites. When you wear them once, okay, you're going to see how it feels, how smooth it is. You're going to feel like someone's hugging you all day, telling you how awesome you are, okay? If you haven't yet ordered, I think some of the sizes are gone, but we do still have some left. This is the business show that we're talking about here. You got them in white with the gold logo, Future Looks Bright, on the bottom of the shirt. You got them in black, which looks great. And you got them in blue. Black goes with gold, and we have the blue as well. You may as well order all three of them if you are somebody that's in business and you're regularly wearing business shirts. And then we got some of that blue jacket that's left and that whole business series that's going to be there. Now, you can go to vtmerch.com to place your order. Number two, if you're with us right now and you're an entrepreneur, small business owner, we have a circle on Manek dedicated to just business owners. Okay, it's going to be called the PBD. It's called the PBD Entrepreneur Circle. There's a ton of networking going on there. If you haven't yet joined the circle, download the app, go to PBD Entrepreneur Circle, get in there. We're talking ideas, notes, PDFs, different things that I do. I post all the stuff in here, and you can join for free to see what we're talking about. And if you want to be able to network and message each other, it's $5 a month for you guys to be able to talk to each other in that circle. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.